Hello everyone, welcome to this video on basics of machine learning. Have you ever wondered how Netflix recommends your next favorite movie or how your phone unlocks using face? It may seem like magic, but it's actually machine learning. In this video, we will learn what machine learning is, how it works, and why it is used in so many applications today. Don't worry, if you are new to this topic, we'll explain everything in simple way. So let's get started. So what is machine learning? Machine learning or ML is part of artificial intelligence, also known as AI. In traditional programming, people write all the rules for a computer. In machine learning, instead of writing every rule, we give computer lots of data and examples. The computer learns patterns from the data and uses those patterns to make predictions or decisions. The more good quality data it learns from, the better it performs. Now we understand the common use cases of machine learning. You use machine learning every day, often without noticing. Self-driving cars use it to recognize roads, traffic signs, and people. Voice assistants like Siri, Alexa use machine learning to understand what you say. Apps like Netflix, YouTube, Amazon, and TikTok recommend movies, videos, or products based on your interest. Factories also use machine learning to detect machine problems before they happen. So machine learning is all around us. So main steps in machine learning. Most machine learning projects follow few common steps. First, we prepare the data, that is pre-processing stage. Next, we choose the most useful information called features. So data selection or feature selection here. Then we train the model so it can learn from the data, that is training phase. Finally, we test and evaluate the model to see how well it works, that is evaluation. These steps help us build reliable machine learning system. So the phase one, framing the problem statement and data collection. Every project starts with a question. For example, can we detect fake bank transactions? Can we predict house prices? Once we know the goal, we collect the required data. This data can come from databases, websites, mobile apps, sensors, or cloud storage. Remember, a machine learning model is only as good as the data it receives. Then phase two, cleaning and EDA, that is exploratory data analysis. Real world data is not perfect. It often contains missing values or null values, duplicate records, or incorrect information. So before training the model, we perform cleaning of data. After cleaning, we perform exploratory data analysis or EDA. We use graphs, charts, and statistics to understand the data, find patterns, and discover useful insights from the data. Then the next phase is feature engineering. Now comes an important steps. A feature is simply a piece of information used by our machine learning model. For example, instead of using a person's birth date, we can calculate their age. Age is often more useful for prediction. We also remove unnecessary features so the model becomes faster and more accurate. There are three main types of machine learning models. First, supervised learning, second, unsupervised, and third is a reinforcement. Supervised learning uses labeled data where the correct answers are already known to predict the output. Unsupervised learning works with unlabeled data and tries to find hidden patterns or groups. Third, reinforcement learning learns through trial and error by receiving rewards for good decisions. It commonly used in robotics and games. Then next phase is model training. Now it's time to train the model. The algorithm learns patterns from the training data and tries to make accurate predictions. During training, it keeps improving by reducing its mistake. We also divide the data into training and validation sets. This helps us check whether the model is learning correctly instead of simply memorizing the data. This problem is called overfitting. Then the next phase is model evaluation. After training, we need to test the model. One common measure or matrix is accuracy, but accuracy alone is not always enough. We also use precision and recall, especially in important areas like healthcare or fraud detection. These metrics help us understand how reliable the model really is. Then the next phase, deployment and monitoring. Once the model performs well, we deploy it into real application so users can start using it. But the work doesn't stop here. We continue monitoring the model to make sure it stays accurate over the time. As new data arrives, a model may need to be updated or trained again. This process is called MLOps, machine learning operations, and it helps keep machine learning systems working well. Let's quickly recap. Machine learning is a way of computers to learn from data instead of following fixed rules. It helps solve real world problems in healthcare, finance, shopping, transportation, and many other fields. We hope this video helped you understand the basics of machine learning. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.